People are more than welcome to play Small Towers at the Bottom. Today we're going to continue to do character design art for Shuffle Wars. We have characters to design and then portraits to make and lots of art to make. Not to mention the sound. There's a lot to do on Shuffle Wars. Well, for example, we're going to take a look at the list characters that we have. These are the characters that are on the cards. Battle cards have forces that are over the top, fantastical. They're forces or creatures that are meant to be not so serious, but dramatic. So Zombie Bear was the one we did last. That was pretty cool. Now we look at the list, Flash Rabbit, and I told you we have a lot to do. There's 50 cards. We've done 4. Yeah. So we're doing character design on them now. And that's important because the design of the character comes first. The way the portrait is laid out and how it highlights the character comes second. And so this is necessary work. For example, I don't know what Flash Rabbit actually means. There's a whole bunch of these names that are just I threw down, and I don't know what they're going to actually look like. They are not serious. And that's going to cause a problem, challenge, let's call it a challenge, when we design the character, so to speak. How do I show it, right? So, today is Flash Rabbit. Easy, right? These are organized. I listed them 5 at a time because the 5 stats on the cards: power, defense, speed, health, luck. This character, Flash Rabbit, is all about luck. And I need to think about it a little bit. That's what the character design step is about. Let's consider what, we're going to represent Rabbit in some way, I'm sure. We started with the name. That's how this is all going to start, with the silly name. And then we make it not just real, but dramatic and powerful if silly. Like, also silly? Sure, fine. But dramatic and powerful? Yep. You bet. Flash Rabbit. A lot of these were just names that sounded cool. The idea is at some point they will be called out and named by name. And at that point, I want them to sound like you can't say it with a straight face. It is not taking itself too seriously. That said, the contrast will be in how powerful or dramatic or serious the portrait will be. Starting with the character design, it's going to look like a legitimate thing, not silly. You're not going to send a silly weak or ineffectual force into battle, you're going to be a general in charge of forces and creatures, and you need them to be formidable. Okay, so how do we make, among other things, Flash Rabbit sound formidable as a character whose central power is luck? In Shuffle Wars, luck works like this. If you're about to die and you have more luck than the attacker, luck is sorted out by proportion, and a character with a lot of luck has a better chance of winning. Even though they were about to die, instead, it's the attacker who dies, and you're left with 1 health. What luck win like that is meant to be rare, but less rare for those who have luck. And it turns the tide of battle when it happens. So luck is an integral part of the battle system. And unlike Domino in Deadpool, it is a superpower. In this game, luck needs to represent an ability of something that would be sent into battle anyway, but this is an unexpected win, right? Unexpected. I wasn't planning on the floppy ears, but now that I'm here. An unexpected win. Okay, let's just go. Let's just go full cutesy. The pose is going to be like... So, another way to interpret Flash Rabbit was a speed character, and I didn't ever consider this to be a speed character. However, However, let's see what we got. So character design, I'm literally just playing with the shape of the form and trying to accentuate what this character represents. When a player lays down this card, they are more likely to be anticipating that the other stats on this card are going to let it survive long enough, but then it's the luck that's going to come into play if they're killed. It's a backup. It's a safety valve. It's a tactic that says they don't know what's going to happen, but this is insurance in a way. Flash. I'm not exactly sure why I was thinking Flash, other than I was also coming up with names for speed. But Flash could be a name for how this character is so lucky. Additional power it has. Or they can turn the table and get a luck win. So I'm sketching a whole bunch of bunnies, trying to figure out a pose that would be decent for this character right now. But I guess the primary thing I need to do is find, through sketching and thinking, what is the visual representation of this character's power that makes sense as Flash Rabbit, right? This character is super lucky. Cool. How? How does that fly? And I almost want to put the ears down. Is that weird? I mean, this says rabbit for sure, right? It's iconic. You're not going to miss it. But with the ears down, it's like it's almost deceptive. I sent this into battle, and it's got floppy ears that hang down. Like, that's deceptive, right? I'm on the fence on that one. There's a friend on Twitch who's an authority on bunnies. I have questions. But, I mean, along with the ears, the tail would be an important part, right? I might not do the goofy thing like that, but, the tail has to stick out like that. And if these ears are up, okay, so be it, right? I'm not sure they should be. Because this looks alert and ready to go. This looks like it's barely hanging on and you can totally take it out. But that's actually when they win. That's when a luck character wins. It's interesting. Another idea for this would be that it's an action shot of some kind, right? You're not going to be able to catch this thing. And that's part of why it's going to win. And then at the appropriate time, it's just lucky. Right, so a bit of an action shot might not be a bad idea. And all these are supernatural forces or mythical creatures of some kind, over the top though. And so if it is special looking, like less recognizable rabbit, just a little bit less, that's fine. In other words, if the ears, for example, are slightly different, it's probably okay. The luck cards cannot predict when they're going to be victorious. These characters that represented by luck cards cannot be, well, I guess they could be overconfident. But I really like the idea that they're timid in appearance. Because part of the way this plays out is the name is silly. The cards will have a consistency about them where the name is silly. And for some of these, the picture is going to be a contrast because it's dramatically different. So if we went like regal with our character, that is going to work sometimes. Like you don't want to go up against Flash Rabbit. Okay. If I did floppy ears, it's going to be confusing and you won't know it's a rabbit. So I won't do that. I could do the standard Bugs Bunny thing and like have one ear down. I like that maybe these are different looking ears, not your normal rabbit. Could the ears even be the source of their power? Where a flash is actually coming out of their ear? As silly as that is, you know what? An action shot could also be we are showing the flash of a flash rabbit. Here, let's do this again. Like, what happens when a flash rabbit does its thing? Is fantastic and over the top and dramatic and amazing, and therefore, why not show it? And it could be... I mean, I'm going to mess this up, but... I mean, I'm kind of just goofing off right now, trying to figure out what is this, right? Where this blinding flash... Which begs the question, how the heck do I show that? I'm supposed to be showing a character as well, right? Again, the portrait's going to be done later, but it'll be informed by what the heck is this character, which I have to figure out now. So, okay. Um, like the flash from the rabbit's ears is the defense mechanism that it instinctively does, and that blinding flash is enough for this battle card character to turn the tables and win when they're about to die. So if I show like this body shape, I can guess rabbit, especially with the long legs in the back. That tail, I can do that. Um, and if that's the case, I have like a portrait frame. I'm not figuring out the portrait now. I'm not figuring out the portrait now. I'm not figuring out the portrait. I just need to remind myself. Then this can be taken up by a whole bunch of flash. The top of the image can show silhouette or eroded form of the ears. Yeah, I like that idea. So that means what does that mean? Oh, it means I've been on the wrong layer. Okay. not a cartoon form, but these shapes are soft. How did I just do that? I mean, I need to get this clearer. This anatomy is not correct. And these ears aren't too small. Hold up. Hold up. Not exactly sure where this is going yet, but something about using the ears as a central part of its power. Flash Rabbit has the ability to instinctively perform a blinding flash when in mortal danger. Okay. Yeah, this form on the front part of the body is not great. Yeah. This is too prone. What am I doing? It's supposed to be, not an action character, but at least an action shot. This is wrong. It's this entire torso. I'm indecisive about whether it's the front torso is up or down. I'm still deciding between the submissive and not, and I need to decide. Not helping me. Okay, Bunny. We're doing it all over again. Because it's close, it's just not there. Oh, I just don't know about this side. It's really not working. Again, I'm not doing the portrait. I'm not doing the portrait. I'm not doing the portrait. I'm totally doing the portrait. That's the problem. I need to just worry about the form of this character right now. There we go. Maybe down here. That's what's going on. It's this. It is an action shot in that it is vulnerable. This is the moment which it uses its power. This is the moment it is about to die. That's when it uses its power. So saying it's kind of submissive in an action shot makes sense in that way. Funny this. I'm not thrilled. So where are we with this? This is not exactly garbage, but I don't know what the hell's going on. Not yet. No, this is terrible. This is awful. I don't mind the concept. But that pose ain't gonna fly. And if I actually put myself in a corner on the portrait by trying to do a pose that shouldn't be done, it's a problem. Yeah, what if POV of the attacking character, right? This little bunny looking up at you. And flash. Well, there's a lot that's in there that's going to be in the way. I'm not doing the portrait. I'm not doing the portrait. Well, I keep doing side views of these battle card characters, and didn't want to do that again, but let's see. Well, I think I'm stuck. Because I like ears being the central thing. All these luck characters are going to be a challenge in terms of being like dramatically powerful battle cards. It's crazy. But they are in battle, so an action shot makes some sense. Oof. Wait. So I don't mind the idea that I don't mind the idea that it's the ears. So, okay. I guess I'll try two. One is kind of an action shot side view. The silhouette will read well if I do this. I'm talking myself into it. The question really is about what makes a flash rabbit. And can I show that visually so it needs no explanation? And I don't know. For the most part, I think this is successful. It's really just making sure that I have, dude, what is that back leg? Making sure I have not put myself into a position where I'm going to be in trouble when I do the portrait. So, okay. It's possible I do a side view. Not thrilled about it. Um, these proportions are wrong. So I'm going to get less and less satisfied with this as I go. It's true. I'm not going to be, I'm not going to get to a point where I'm like, yay, with this one, because I can see I'm already frustrated with representing Flash. Yeah, that's what I need to figure out. When you have bright, you need the contrast of dark. Otherwise it doesn't look very bright. And what I'm struggling with is how do I show that while also showing, you know what, it's just a silhouette, isn't it? Bro. Okay, hold up. So I've already done a character called Shadow Imp. It was really all about shadow. This is different, right? This is the moment of Flash. Okay, I don't want to go cartoony. That's the problem. If this goes silly, I am in trouble. This can't go silly. Like, I can't have cartoony eyes and buck teeth peeking out in a silhouette. That's gonna be a problem. It needs to be reasonably needs to be reasonable as getting out of battle in a really dramatic way. Okay, this doesn't work, does it? I need a better silhouette, but wow, I am nowhere. I am absolutely nowhere with this character. I know it's a rabbit. I guess the flash is going to come from the ears. That's as far as I got. But how long is the neck? How far can I go with that? Having some separation on neck would be cool. This tablet's driving me insane. Yeah, I need enough. Man, maybe profile is the way to go because I need to show a silhouette more than anything. Bunny as proud stallion. I mean, that's funny. I don't know if it's appropriate, but it's funny. Um, yeah, I really am nowhere with this character. That is sad. I need to find my way here. That is kind of funny. Dramatic, proud, laugh rabbit. Okay. I am less and less satisfied as I go. I'm not going to do a head-on view because I just don't have enough silhouette to make it clear that this is a rabbit. The ears will help, but I don't think it's enough. Is it? Wait a minute. That's actually not bad. Um, I can see the lines I need right in here. Some of these lines are informing volume of the shape. I don't really want to get rid of all of them. Okay, that front needs to be done again. Well, you know what it is. It's a rabbit. And then if I tell you it's Flash Rabbit, that's something that I need to show you. It's Flash Rabbit. How do I do that? No, it starts to look like a raccoon. That's not a good thing. I'm going to keep it open. I'm going to keep this. Yeah. Let's do this. Hold on. And then I'll do this. Yep. Looking a little too much like a squirrel. Go. I'm not in love with it, but I'm okay with it. As a character design goes, I think we already started out ahead because it needs to be a rabbit. We're gonna highlight the ears in some way to say that that's the source of its flashiness, I guess. But I think the more I do this, the less I'm happy with it. So I want to just take a win and come back when I need to do the portrait. I can see that. I like the eyes, actually. The eye makes a lot of sense. It's not an imposing character. It's not meant to be. Luck characters are not meant to be that. But maybe scrappy? Yeah, totally. Could be scrappy. Well then, I think we have a flash rabbit. In fact, it is the framing of a portrait. I was trying not to, but it is a portrait frame. The ears are emphasized. I'm talking myself into just stopping because I'm not happy with where it goes as I keep going. Okay. Well, there you go then. Flash Rabbit. This is a character for the battle cards in our card game Shuffle Wars. This is a luck character. They win through luck. It's not going to take itself too seriously, so you see this as one of your battle card choices. I think you're going to understand that it's, well, less than serious. Yeah. Okay. I'm done. I'm done noodling this. And I will save that off. In the meantime, the bots are doing their thing. Very different art styles between this game and Shuffle Wars. And very different art pipelines and art direction and all that stuff. This game had totally different needs, and so the art style fit those needs in a different way than Shuffle Wars needs, which is supporting your mentality as a general with tactical ideas and dramatic results and big challenges versus the contrast of silly and lighthearted and don't take yourself too seriously. For Shuffle Wars, that's the challenge. For Shuffle Wars, we set it up to be actually a battle card game with some interesting mechanics. But immediately we decided it was not going to be too serious without causing problems and conflict in the player's mind. So we said, nah, okay, lighthearted then. That's what we'll do. Hey, if you're interested in watching art, code, game design, game development of all kinds, follow, like, subscribe, retweet, and when you show up on stream, please do use the command tie to let me know you're here. And until then, have fun, do well, be good, stay safe, see ya.